Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Envisions, and for today's video I will be teaching you how to create a floor plan in AutoCAD. So are you ready? Let's get started. Alright, so now we are in our AutoCAD workspace and we will be performing or creating a floor plan here in AutoCAD. Alright, so first thing to do here is we will be pressing the L in your keyboard. So that stands for line. That is the command for line. So L and then enter. By the way, you can also press enter or you can also press space bar. Okay, next is you will click anywhere and then you will see that there is a you can create now a line. However, in order for you to create a floor plan, you have to create it using a straight line. So what you need to do is to press F8 in your keyboard. So that stands for the ortho on, the command for ortho on. So now you can see that you can now create a straight line. Next is we will be having this one. Let's say for example, the first room is we will be having it for 4 meters. So 4 and then enter. Then you can see that there is the line there. So that line that you created earlier is 4 meters. Okay, next go upward and then go to, let's say for example, 2 meters. And enter. And then here we can also have 4 meters and then select. Okay, next type L again and then enter and then click here and say for example we'll have here a 4 meters. Next, we will go upward and we will have again 3 meters. So type 3 and then enter. And then let's say for example in this part we'll have it 5.2 meters. Enter. Next is let's go to this part. Let's say for example this is 3 meters. So 3 meters. And then say for example here we'll just need to connect this one here. And then in order for you to get out of this line, you just need to press enter. Alright? Now, instead of typing L again, since L line is your last command that you have created, you can just press letter L or you can just press letter enter so that it will be repeated. So enter. Next, let's say for example here, let us have here a 1.25. Enter. Okay, so the design will really depends on your choice. So that's why here this will be the floor plan design that I will be creating. Okay, next is let us say for example, let us go back here. Say for example this one. Say for example we will have a 0.5 distance here, or shall we say 0.6. Enter. And then in this part here we will be having it 1.2. Right? Then next is say for example 1.5. Then 1.5. Then enter. And then here let us have it 2 meters. And then let's say this is 1.5 again. And then 1.5. Right? So now let us connect this line here. Then next is let us have this one. This part will be having it here. Say for example we have a 0.5. Enter. And then going here, let's say for example this is 3. Say for example 3.5. Let's say if we can connect. Okay, so let's say for example it is 3.5. And then let's move it here. And then in order for you to create the excess to delete this accessing line, you just need to trim this one by typing TR as the command and then enter. And then you can just simply select this one to get to delete those excess lines. Okay, next is here, let us say for example is we have here the 2, let's say for example this is 3 meters. Okay, next is this is no, sorry, let us have it, how about 2.5 meters. And then here let us have it 3 meters. Okay, so so now we're done layouting the details of the floor plan. So this will be the comfort room, the bathroom. This will be a bedroom. Then we will have here a stairs to go outside because this is a loft design of a house. And then here, this is the dining table. That no, here the dining table, then the dining, the kitchen. Here is the exit, and then this part is the living room. Okay, so this one here will serve as the balcony. Okay, so let's detail this one. Okay, so now let us have the thickness of the wall. So what we need to do is to type the command PE. That stands for the polyline edit. So enter, and then select M or type M because it stands for multiple. So it will be applicable if you have to select multiple lines. However, if you only select one line, you don't need to put M already. And then let us select the object. So we can select this one, also this one, and this one. Because these are the lines that I will give it a thickness of a wall. Then enter, and then you can see here, enter, and then yes, enter, and then we can see here that this option appeared. Okay, so just press W. It stands for the width, and then enter, and then put the specific width. So the standard wall size for in the Philippines is 0.1 meters. So enter, and then now let us have the join. Because if you can see here, we can zoom in. You can see that there is a broken line here. So all we need to do is to press J, then enter. Then you can see that it is already, there's no broken line already. Okay, so now this is now the floor plan. Now first is, before we move on, I will be creating the layer. So the layer is an important part for you not to be confused with the different lines. So first is, let us type LA. That stands for the layer, enter. And we can create a new layer here by pressing this one. This is layer 1. Let's say, for example, we will name this as a wall. And then close the layer. And then select this one, the wall. Okay, this one. If you select this one and then go to this part and then click the wall. Okay, so that is an indication that you already have the layer part. So the good thing for this one is, if you want to change the color, you just need to click this one and then select a color. Let's say, for example, gray. Then OK. And you can see that the entire section that you selected earlier has a color gray already. So this is the importance of layer. You can also turn off the layer or turn on the layer. Okay, so this is that's why having a layer is very important. Alright, so now let us now go to the part that we will be having this the door and the windows. Okay, so for example is here. Okay, next first is this one. Type L, enter. Then let us go first here. So the let us say that the distance from the wall is 0.25. So enter. And then go to this part, to the upper part. And then the standard size of a door of a CR is 0.7 or 0.8 meters. So say for example, we will have 0.7 meters. Okay, next is here. We will have again 0.7 meters here. 7 meters. Alright, so you can see the white line here. So next is we'll be creating an arc. So the command is A, arc, enter. Then C, enter. And then click here to this point. Click. And then go to this point. Make sure that you are rotating counterclockwise. So click this line and then make sure to hit this point here. And then enter. So now you can see here that you already have your arc for your door. Next is you can just trim this one by typing TR, then enter, or you can just TR, enter, and then click this one. You can also delete this part here. Delete. Click this one and then delete. Alright, so now you now have your CR door. You can also have you can also duplicate this one here by just pressing S copy or typing CO in your keyboard. Enter. And then next is let us just select this one, enter, and then transfer it here. Right. Then you can also have just to press TR or type TR and then trim this one. So now you will have your CR or your toilet door already. Okay, so you can also have your door here that will serve as your exit door. Say for example this one 0.25, and then let's say for example that your opening will be going outside, so 0.7. So repeat the command that we used earlier, and then A, enter, C, enter, click here, and then click the line at this point. Up to this point, make sure that you are counterclockwise. Click, and then you can just trim this one and then delete the unnecessary lines. Alright, so that is now your door. Let's say for example that is now your door 3. Alright, so next is we will be having the, say for example, we'll have now the layer again. So layer, let us create a new layer. Let us say that this is your door 3. Then next is the close. And then select this one, select the door, this one. And then go to this layer part and then select door 3. Then you can also change the color. Say for example, your door has a color. Say for example, this one. Okay, next. Okay, this one. Okay, next is let us have now the door for your, say for example, for your service door. This one. L. And then here, let's say that is 0.25. Enter. And then the service door, the standard size is 0.9 meters. Let's have it 0.9. Enter. And then in this part, we'll also have 0.9. Enter. And then go to A, arc, C, enter. And then click here. Then make sure that you are counterclockwise. Okay, so this one up to this A, enter, C, enter. And then to this point, up to this point. Right, so now just trim this part here. And then select this one to delete this. Alright, so now we will be having next is the, so we now have our door 2. Alright, so in this part, okay, so for example this, let us measure this one. This one is 1 meter. So I suggest, or I guess that I need to extend this one. Okay, next is let's have now the main door. Okay, so say for example here, we'll have the main door. So L, we'll have it 0.25. And then let's have it this part. L, here, so 0.25. Now the standard size of the main door is 1.2 meters. So let's have it 1.2 meters. And then here, let us have it 1.2 again. And then we will have it, okay, 1.2. Okay, so let's say for example here, we will have 0.15. And then we'll have it 1.2 because the standard size is 1.2 meters. In this part also we have the 1.2 meters. Now we will go to A, enter, C, enter. And then click this point here. Make sure that you are into counterclockwise. And then next is to trim, TR. And then delete the unnecessary line. Alright, so now you will have your, so now you already have your main door. Okay, so now let us layer this one by also pressing the door 1. Next is the door 2. Right, so this will be your door 1. Since this is the main door, now we have the door 1. Next is this one, we have the door 3. Door 2 rather. Okay, then we can change the color. Say for example, let's just copy the color earlier. This one. Alright. So now you now have your door. Next is let us have the windows of this floor, okay, or of this floor plan. Okay, so say for example we'll have one window here. For example, is in this part, we'll just be dividing this into 3. For example, this one we'll be assigning a different, for example, this one. Right, so I will be having a window rather. So say for example, the width is 0.15, and then 0.5, and then 0.15, and then click. Okay, so now let us select this one. Okay, so I will now create the window. So for example, I will be pressing PL or the polyline. So that is there is a difference between the line and the polyline. So the polyline enables you to create an object into one without just creating or doing the join command. So example, this one, the thickness is 0.15, then we will have 0.5, then 0.15, and then select this one. So as you can see, if you select this one, it is already joined into one. So that is the importance of polyline edit. Now that I will just create a line here so that it will be indicated as the midpoint. Then I will be selecting this one, copy for CO for copy. So enter, and then click this line here, And then I will be assigning it into this area. Okay, for example, this one. Right? Next is let us just, or say for example, I think I have to move it here. Say for example, so to move, click and then M, enter, and then move it here. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, then M, move it here. Okay, I think that this will be just fine. Alright, now let us delete these unnecessary lines here. And then in order for you to visualize the window, we can just press TR for trim and then enter. And then delete this one, click this one, and this one. Right, now you can see that there is already a window part over here. Okay, so now you can just go to the next one. Say for example is this part. Alright, so now we will just use this one by rotating this. So let us say RO. So that is the command for rotate, RO, and then click and then select. Okay, so that is the rotate command. So here we will just have it here. So say for example we'll have an indication, a line indication here. Okay, for example this one, and then this one. Okay, then let us just copy this CO and then assign this to the midpoint. Okay, this one, and then this one, and then say for example this one. Right, so now trim this one, PR, and select, oops, R. Alright, then delete the unnecessary lines. Alright, so this one. Okay, next is let us have the windows to this part here. Okay, so for example, the window here is polyline edit again. And then say for example 0.15. And then now let's have it 1.2. So 0.15. Then select. Then let us create a temporary line for the midpoint and then copy. And then copy this one to this part. Right? That will serve as the window. And then enter. Right, so this one. Okay, so next we will also have the window over, let us say here. Okay, so let us have a window over here. So let us just have an indication. So for example, I will be creating this one into this midpoint. Okay, so say for example, let us just copy this one. Let us just, okay, about this one. Okay, so PL, then 0.15, then 1, then 0.15, and then close. Okay, then let us have a line to indicate. Then copy CO and then select this line or this object and then copy this into this part. And then just trim. Okay, in order for you to create this one. Okay, next is let us say you also have a window over here. Alright, this one. Okay, so this part. So let us just rotate this one, RO, then rotate, and then we will be assigning it to this area. So let us just locate the midpoint, so CO, and then locate the midpoint here. Right, then trim. Okay, so now that is your window already. Next is let us have the window for the bathroom. Okay, say for example that the size is just similar to this one. So let us just rotate this one again and then copy to select. Then select this one and then go to this point and to this point. Right, then trim. Right, trim. And then this one here is, I think this is 0.6. Okay, so let us just delete this one. Alright. So now we are done with the windows of our floor plan. You can just delete the unnecessary lines over here. Alright, so next thing to do is, how about let us layer also those windows. Okay, so layer, enter. Then we will have how many windows? Window 1, window 2, window 3. So take note that the same windows, they are the same layer names. Okay, for example, this one. Let us have here window 1. Next is window 2. then window 3, window 3, and then delete, close. Okay, so select this one, this, because these windows have the same size. Okay, so click this one. So this one here will be your window 1. Okay, this one, window 1. Next is this will be your window 2. Window 2. And next is this will be your window 3. Okay? However, even though that this the length and the width, the thickness of this one is similar to this, but the height of this when we created the 3D is different because this is for the toilet. So let us have another layer for this one. Let us have the window 4 and then close. So select and then go to window 4. Alright, so now we now have our floor plan. Okay, so let us also assign colors. For example, this will have this color. Okay, so we can see here. How about let us just select same colors as the others. Okay, how about next? And then the window, the last window, window 4. Okay, for example, that one. Okay, so now you now have your floor plan. So next is let us indicate here, since this one is the, so this will be the stairs. So let us have it 0.25, 0.2, because that is the standard step of the floor or of the stair. Then you just need to copy this one. Copy. Okay, so that is the indication of your stairs. Right. So now this part also will serve as the way to the garage, for example. Okay, next is let's have as well here the stairs upwards. Okay, so say for example here the say for example the distance is to this part. Let's have it 0.5, and then let's have 1 meter, then 0.25, and 1 meter. So this one. Yeah, I forgot to use the polyline edit, so we can just have it PE, join. Right, so next is let us have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so this one, and then let us move it here. 0.05. Right. So now we have our floor plan. So this is the part 1 of creating the floor plan. So for the part 2, we will be inserting the fixtures and also be labeling the different areas, and as well as we will be labeling. We'll have the dimensions for this one. All right. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial. So please subscribe to my channel. It is a very big help for this channel to succeed and to go further, and I will continue to create different tutorials about SketchUp, AutoCAD, and any other softwares. Okay, so thank you everyone. See you in the part 2 of this video. Thank you and God bless.